So another day and we're out here in the shop. The wife's telling me we should all stay inside and just watch TV during Corona, but I don't like that. I was in there for maybe an hour and she told me to get the heck out of the house. So here I am out here in my garage, working away by myself like usual. And yesterday we got this motor in this car. Green means good. Do you guys remember that? Green means good. Red means bad. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff we have to do. We have to get this motor mount hooked up, that motor mount hooked up, power steering, vacuum lines, which I have double of for some strange reason. Oh yes, don't worry, that one's going to come off and that one's going to go on. Alternator bracket, change out the AC, mount the transmission cooler, shift down cable. We don't really need it, but I'm going to hook it up. Shifter cable, axles, struts, all that fun stuff. There's lots of things, but oh, we got to put a header on it too. And I do have a secret header for this. So I did take a Josh Archibald header off of this. No, I think I took a Jeffy's Fab Farm header off of this. Yeah, I think I took a Jeffy's Fab Farm header off. And here's my Tanked header. Tanked is a small company out of the USA. I bought this from them. It's a lot larger than any of the other ones I've ever had, so it's bigger diameter tube, but it's pretty cool. This is the one that Josh Archibald Derby Supply made for me last year. I wanted a 4 in a row, and I thought that one was pretty cool. But they made a specialty one for me. Look at this thing. Look at that tip.
That's how you want to play it? Fine.
Are you gonna pay for your lunch?
Just the tip.
I'm kind of excited for this. I haven't heard one of these run with these tips. I don't know if it's going to make it sound different or better. I don't know. So that is going to go on to here. It's actually a little bit taller as well. So I'm kind of excited for this. But I can't put this on until everything else is done. So that's going to be the kicker at the end of this video. I'd like to get this thing to running and driving again. And that will put this motor underneath this car, a much better one, because none of my teammates run with me with that motor. Little savages. But before we start it, we got to do something else to this. I drained all the oil out of it, so we got to put oil into this thing. I cannot run this motor without oil as well. Oh, the stupid things I do. The stupid things I do. So anyway, yeah, let's get going at this. There's quite a bit of work we got to do. So I'm just going to crank the radio. I'm not even going to put it to the news today because I'm sick and tired of hearing about how depressing the world is right now. So just going to be my happy self and work on my cars by myself. So thanks guys. Let's get this done. Time lapse.
Stop the bleeding, so they tore my heart out. These empty tears you cry, they won't bring me back to life. When there's nowhere else to go.
So I don't have the alternator or the header on because I figured the header I'd like to do with you guys, but I kind of want to see if this thing starts. So let's see if there's any oil in it. Oh, I know there's oil in it, I just don't know how much. Yeah, she's on the dipstick. We're good. Okay, so I got computer plugged in. I got the new fuel filter on. Computer, so computer. Well, I guess I don't need the alternator. Fuel pump, and then starter wire. Oh, you can hear that fuel pump just screaming, so she's building pressure. You guys ready to see if she'll start? A bit loud, but guess what? It runs. So there's some things that we still have to do. We have to adjust the shifter because it says it's in reverse inside the car, but it says it's in park here. So that's just a little bit of adjustment, not a big deal. Got to put the header on, got to put the alternator on, but the header's got to go on before the alternator. So I'll be right back with the header on, the alternator on, and the shifter adjusted, and maybe even some tires on it. Oh my God, my ears! Woo! Loud. Sorry if I'm talking a lot louder. So there we go. We got the new header on. I just gave it a splash of paint. Alternator on, shifter adjusted. Everything's pretty much good to go. Transmission fluid is good and red, which is a big thing for Toyota transmissions. Engine oil is full. That means I'm not running this motor without oil. So anyway, that's pretty funny, but don't run your engines without oil, because then your friends will get mad at you. Had some questions about the Josh Archambault headers and everybody's asking me, why am I switching from Jeffy's to Josh's? Josh is a friend of mine, he's local to me. There is nothing wrong with Jeffy's headers. I just want to help support one of my friends. That's why I actually buy in a lot of his products. Support a local business. Sometimes they don't have to be the biggest business. Anybody out there trying to make a buck, taking the initiative, it's the lifeblood of the backbone of any society is people that take the risk. So I'm supporting Josh. But you guys can support whoever you want. It's just, I like Josh's stuff. So we're still missing the plug for the alternator. See if the battery's got enough juice for another fire. There we go. Still have a couple vacuum leaks. Like there. Let's plug that one. So apparently I lost one brake pad last time I ran this, which is something kind of weird to lose, but yeah. Well, everybody, we have successfully done all the motor swaps. So thanks everybody for watching. This has been a big job, and the team car is coming along great. Like I said, I don't even know if this show is going to run the way that the Canadian government's closing down gatherings of more than, I think it's like 5 or 10 people right now. There's no way they're going to let us put on a demolition derby. But you know what? I'm going to keep building. Just going to use this time of me not being at work just to pound out these derby cars. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.